Okay guys, I'm going to be showing you in this video how to build a rocket and launch it to the moon. So first, you're just going to have your capsule here, and you're going to add a fuel tank, place it on the bottom, pull it up to about 0.5, add some Titan engines right there, make the size go down to 25, and then move this back down with the to 1, and move this to the outside, and retail it to 6, and then make the size as big as they can get until they touch, just like that. And then we're going to add our landing gear, which is in the parachute. We're going to be using this Merlin leg. It's probably my favorite one to use. And then you want the size to be a little bit less than it is, the deploy angle all the way. And then I might make the size about 85%. And then the deploy speed all the way. And then heat shield all the way. And same thing with the Titan engines. Heat shield all the way. And then with the landing gear, you're going to retail it 3 times, just like that. And that's our landing stage. But obviously that will not get me to the moon. So you have to use this interstage to combine to get to our next stage. Make it wider than what the engines are. And you're going to pull it down just past the engines. And then you're going to add your next fuel tank. And then you're going to line it up with the interstage or more. Kind of looks weird there, but you can take it off and put it back on there, just like that. And then you're going to move this one up to about 1.5. And you're going to add a Pixie engine. This one's really good for slowing yourself down. And you're just going to leave the Pixie engine how it is. And add another interstage, and add another fuel tank, and then you're going to move the fuel tank down to 2.5 and add an Apex engine, move the heat shield all the way up and the size down, and you're going to fix this, and then that's another stage. And you're just going to keep adding stages here, just a couple more. And you're just going to leave the fuel tank how it is. And then you're going to add a Titan engine. And you have one more stage here, which will get us to orbit. You're going to make this fuel tank go down as much as you can. The rocket's going to look really weird here. As much as it'll go. And bring it out a lot. Then we're going to add a Titan engine onto it. Make it as big as you can get. Nozzle size all the way up. And that is just a huge tank. And then you're going to add another fuel tank over here. Make it wide all the way down. And add it on to here. Try to line the bottoms up best you can. It's not perfect, but it'll be okay. And then you just add another Titan engine. Make it as big as you can, heat shield and size and nozzle size. And then you're going to add a nose cone to the top. Then you're going to add the nose cone where it'll let you in. It's really flat, so you just got to point it up here like that. Just sky bomb it. Just about like that. Then you're going to retail it to 6. Right here. Retail 6. So that is just huge. And that is the main part and tip to this, because that'll get me to orbit. Now I'm going to launch, And we just randomly made a rocket that fast, and we're going to be able to land on the moon with it. So I just blasted off. And at 7,000, we're going to make our gravity turn, which we're going to set our craft pitch to 50. And then set this down to 30. Doesn't have to be exact. And then we're going to wait till it's at 33 right now. And move it down all the way down to like 9, 4, just in between under 10. And then you're just going to let that go. And as you see, that first stage has so much fuel. And that's really the main tip in this video. And then we are going to stop it around halfway around the Earth, just like that. And you're going to speed up time to the green. And you're going to full send again. And now we're into orbit. And now you're going to go past the moon, which is the second layer. And then you're going to retrograde when you want to come back. And you're looking for a weird break in your orbit, just like that. And then you're going to stop. You're going to speed up time, and it'll automatically stop for you. Don't even have to touch anything. And I have this weird line right here. And you're going to wrap it around the moon with a retrograde. Speed up time to make sure you turn to retrograde. And then it's going to wrap around. And then it's going to put your crash point right on the moon. So now we just have to land on the moon. So now we're flying down. Now we just have to slow ourselves down enough that we don't explode. So I'm going to start slowing myself down around 30,000. But since I have a bunch of my stages left, I'm just going to slow down around 50,000 instead of my normal 30,000. But if you're down to lower stages, then obviously, and that slowed me down a lot. I'm going to activate my next stage. Went a little wonky there. And now it's down to 30,000. Slow myself down to 0, just like that. I'm going to come down to around 10,000. Slow myself down back to 0, just like that. And come down right about here. Slow myself down. And I have a bunch of stages left, but I'm going to activate my next stage. And I'm just going to keep slowing down. And I'm going to want my landing stage, so I'm going to waste a bunch of my fuel because I don't need it. So I'm just going to keep slowing down, trying to keep it at 0 the best I can. So I'm going to activate my next stage. And I have one more stage, which gets my landing stage. And I have the Pixie engine, which is just a really easy slower down, which has a bunch of fuel. So it should be an easy land. And right around 100, I'm going to activate my last stage, just like that. And I have the Titan engine, which just made me fly up, which was a mistake, which it'll be okay, because I'm coming back down. And I'm going to burn, slow myself down, and we landed. That's why my landing gear didn't look very good. I had the mistake by going too much, but we survived the impact because of my landing gear. They're really good. One of them broke off, but it's a pretty easy land when you got those good landing gear. Didn't look the best, and that is how you land. And if you land on the dark side, you just speed up time until you're to the light side. I landed on the light side, but I showed you. And then you want your astronaut out. You click on your capsule, slide down to crew, unassign. You can go to joystick. You can run around, and I'm on the moon.